贝里斯。
This is her first time going to Belize.
在贝里斯遇见很多东西，我们平常遇见的是有不同数量，也有不同尺寸的。
Things in Belize come in different quantities and sizes. Some
有些是小的，有些是大的。
Some small and some big.
小的东西包括
Some of the small things include
我们春季圣经学校的班数比较小，我的班上只有5个学生。
Our small VBS, including our small VBS class size, our class only had 5 kids.
马路和桥都比较窄，但也是有比较少的车辆。
There were narrow roads and bridges, and also fewer cars.
然后我们吃的食物也比较少绿蔬菜。
And less green veggies in our food.
那比较大的东西就包括
On the other hand, some of the big things include
大尺寸的昆虫，
the amount of bugs,
大数量的昆虫，
the size of bugs,
还有当然的就是神的大能在韩弟兄和贝利斯的聚会。
and of course, God's mightiness through Brother Han's ministry and the country of Belize.
当初我决定要去贝里斯，是因为是一个有趣的机会，而且我很喜欢去旅游。
At first, Belize was more like a locational opportunity because I liked the joy of traveling.
去贝里斯可以给我机会出去玩，而且因为又有短宣，那就是已经是加分了。
Belize was one of those opportunities given to explore and have fun, and since it was a missions trip, that was already an added bonus.
可是神已经给我有别的安排，还有计划了。
However, God had other plans outlined for me.
去贝里斯以前，我从往年的队员的分享就已经知道一些事情了。
Before going to Belize, I heard from the other team members' experience and expected a few things.
例如，很多小孩都是从不完整的家庭背景来的。
That many of the kids come from broken families.
还有我们在贝里斯的时间其实只有1个礼拜，是很短暂的。
And our physical time in Belize is actually really short.
我认为这是一个很好出门的旅游机会，而且我一定会有很好的服事经验。
I figured that this was a great time and opportunity to travel, and of course, I would have a great experience doing ministry.
所以我的心不在也无所谓，反正在那么短暂的时间内，我什么也不能改变。
So what did it matter if my heart wasn't entirely going to serve, because I couldn't make a difference in such a short period of time anyways.
但是在这次的短宣，神就理所当然的证明我是错的。
However, during this mission trip, God proved me wrong, of course.
很明确可以看到的就是神的工作正在实现，然后也会继续的彰显出来。
It was clear that God's work is being done and will continue to be evident throughout.
首先，很多贝里斯的孩子和他们的兄弟姐妹有不完整的家庭背景。
First, many of the Belizean children that our efforts were dedicated to had many siblings who come from broken families.
有一些没有父亲，也许是有父亲，但是不是很好的榜样，或者不在家。
Without fathers, or if they did have fathers, they were not good role models, or they did not have the house altogether.
有些父亲出国在美国工作，所以跟家人联络的时候，就只是把钱汇回去的时候。
Some had to work out of the country and only contacted their families when money was sent home.
我们探访一些学校的时候，这个好像就是事实。
This seemed true as we visited some of the locals' churches.
大部分有些是所有的聚会，我们去探访教会的时候，大部分有些是所有的聚会者都是妇女和孩子。
Many, if not all, the attendees were women and children.
可是，在我们最后的一个教会探访是在中央乡村的教会，神对我显了很多。
But during our last visit at Central Farm Village, however, God showed me more.
在这个教会有很多完整的家庭，然后是一个弟兄在领会。
There are many complete families, and the service was led by a brother.
虽然这是我们去探访最小的教会，神正在引起弟兄来服侍他的家。
Even though this was the smallest church we visited, God is raising up brothers to serve His church, His house.
虽然脚步可能看起来很渺小，但是神永远的旨意比我们能了解的还大。
Although the steps taken might be small, His eternal plan is greater than we will know.
第二，之前提到的就是我们在贝利斯的时候很短暂，只有星期六到星期五。
Secondly, as mentioned previously, our time in Belize was really short, from Saturday to Friday.
虽然我认为我自己不能做什么，我知道神是可以做一切的，而且随时都可以做。
Although I didn't think I could do anything myself, I knew that God is able to do anything He wants, whenever He wants.
去到了贝利斯，我看到神是怎么的用我们来服侍他。
This trip to Belize let me see how God uses us to serve Him.
在影片上你们看到的是我们有去探访的一些小学，有私立的，也有公立的。
As you saw, we also visited some primary schools, both private and public.
在其中的一个相片里，也有看见我们有准备布偶的演出。
In one of the pictures, you might have seen that our performance include puppet shows.
在布偶的其中一段，我们增加了一个笑话，让它比较有趣。
During one of the puppet shows, a joke was intentionally added to make the scene more interesting.
很失望的就是小孩子听到了都没有笑。
Sadly, when the kids heard it, they didn't laugh.
可是好消息的就是老师们都笑了。
But the good news is that the teachers laughed.
是这个时候我发现神奥秘的伟大。
It was during this that made me realize God's awesomeness in His mystery.
也许我们的观众不是贝里斯的小孩，但是也许是大人。
Perhaps our audience is not the Belizean children, but for the adults.
当我们去探访另外一个小学的时候，
When we visited another primary school,
在一出话剧表演完以后呢，有一位老师拍我的肩膀。
At the end of the skit, a teacher tapped me on the shoulder.
他跟我说
She said to me,
我刚才快要哭了，我一直含着眼泪。
I almost cried during that skit. I had to hold my tears back.
他原来是学校的图书馆员。
She turned out to be the school's librarian.
他跟我说的时候，我其实很高兴，
I was filled with excitement.
因为有人有在看我们准备的话剧，而且也看懂了。
Someone was watching and understood the skit.
我们可能当场没有看到学生的心在有结果，可是我们在种种子，让大人和小孩子的心里。
While we may not be seeing fruit from the students during our time there, we are planting seeds in the hearts in children and adults.
老师可以把我们所看到的用在他们的教课里，甚至也可以在他们的家庭里用上，因为很明显的，他们都有被讯息感动。
The teachers can incorporate what they are seeing into their classroom and perhaps even within their families because it is clear that they are impacted by the message.
神彰显了他不需要我们来传福音，但我们是他的器具。
God showed me that He doesn't need us to spread the gospel. We are His vessels for Him to use.
主耶稣在马太福音28章第10到19节说
In Matthew 28:19-20, Jesus said,
所以我们要去，使万民做我的门徒，奉父子圣灵的名给他们施洗，凡我所吩咐你们的，都教训他们遵守，我就常与你们同在，直到世界的未来末了。
Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age.
这意思是叫我们在任何地方，还有所有的地方都要传福音，不一定要出国，你的邻居也可以。
This means that we have to spread the gospel everywhere and anywhere. It doesn't have to be internationally. It could be your neighbor too.
能去贝里斯是一种荣幸，可以看到神的工在当地的贝里斯人，我们的团员，还有在这里支持我们的教会。
It was such a privilege for me to go to Belize and see how God works in the Belizeans, the team members, and those supporting us back home.
神可以在我们最不会想象的方式来做工，但只要他在欢叫我们宣传他的福音，我们就会要遵守跟着他。
God can move in ways we least expect, but as long as we are called to spread the good news, we obey and follow Him. Thank you once again for supporting us financially and prayerfully.
我们再次说一声谢谢，来支持我们祷告方面还有财务方面。
We could not have gone to Belize not knowing that we have a support system praying for us while we were there.
我们知道说我们去贝里斯的时候有支持者都在为我们祷告。
We as Christians will always be on a mission.
我们基督徒都一直在要宣传。
The mission field will be different for each person.
每一个宣传的工厂给每一个人都是不同的。
But we shouldn't forget that missions isn't just about going to Belize or China or another random country.
但是我们不要忘记说，不一定要去贝里斯或者中国或者另外一个国家。
Our missions field is at our work.
我们的宣传工厂就是在我们的工作上，
at our schools,
在我们学校里，
and our homes.
还有在我们的家里。
Our life's mission is to share the love of Christ.
我们生命的使命就是要分享耶稣的爱，
so that all may know of Him.
所以大家都可以认识他。
We hope that you were blessed by this recap.
我们希望你在这个分享有感到祝福。
God is doing awesome things in Belize.
神在贝里斯做很伟大的事，
And we were blessed to be used by God there.
然后我们很荣幸的可以让神使用我们。